Welcome back to Joe Stunner Boxing. Not really much to talk about with this one. David Adeleye destroys Soloman Dacres, picks up the English heavyweight title from the previously undefeated Dacres. He knocks him out in, I think it's 1 minute 20, was it? Big left hook over the top, landed on the temple. Dacres collapsed by the ropes, struggled to get up, didn't really know where he was. The referee had no option but to end it. Thankfully, he did. This was kind of a sort of Fraser Clark moment for Dacres. He's going to be absolutely gutted. He was the English champ. To lose your title that way, I mean, it's bad stuff, isn't it, really? He'd had those two fights with Michael Webster for the English title, and he'd beaten Robert Ismay on a second round KO. That was back in 2023. So he's been sort of inactive. Well, I don't know, really. He had the second fight with Webster this year, 3 fights in 2023. No, maybe I'm exaggerating. I think he probably did. He did come in. Well, let's put it this way: he came in with more activity than Adeleye, because this was a crossroads fight in a sense for Adeleye. He's 28 now, which is no age for a heavyweight. Nothing wrong with that. Orthodox fighter, but his last fight was over a year ago now against Fabio Wardley, and he got stopped in 7 rounds. And he changed his trainer. He's now with Adam Booth. It's difficult to really judge when a fight ends that early. We've always known that David Adeleye can punch. This was his 13th win with 12 KOs against the 1 defeat to Wardley. And Dacres, even though he's looked, a good English level fighter, he's 31 now, so he's probably as good as he's going to get. I mean, if you go back, to his earlier career. I mean, his third fight was against Kamil Sokolovsky, and I thought he quite clearly lost that fight. He got an 8-round decision. To me, I thought he lost that fight. And that's probably his level. English level it's probably his level. Adeli, despite the defeat to Wardley, you're thinking, this guy's probably got British title pretensions. He would say I can go much higher than the British, which is fine. That's the sort of attitude a fighter should have. But it's difficult to say, isn't it? He's with Adam Booth, which is nothing wrong with that. Adam Booth, experienced with heavyweights, of course, with David Hay, took him to the WBA heavyweight title. At 28, he's still got time, still got plenty to learn. He said in the post-fight interview, "I've got a lot to learn. I'm still working on things." An 80-second fight. Hey, we know David can hit, don't we? But to see the things, the technical stuff, we're going to need someone who can fight back, take a wallop. I'll tell you one thing. In the first 10 seconds, 15 seconds of the fight, one thing I really liked from David Adeleye is that and this is very rare that you see heavyweights do this sort of thing, within 10, 15 seconds, he landed a really wicked right hand to the body. So he's thinking, the body's there, which a lot of fighters are in all weight divisions. But for whatever reason, heavyweights, they tend to sort of neglect the body a little bit. They might jab to the body, a couple of shovel uppercuts into the midsection, but you don't see any good solid hooks to the ribs, not many from heavyweights. And Adelaide began the fight like that. And I was thinking, because he definitely got Dacres' attention. And then, of course, maybe I'm only speculating, but maybe Dacres was thinking, I didn't fancy that body punch much. I got to watch my body, which of course inevitably brings the hands down, and that paved the way for taking his eye off the ball in the sense of looking after the head, and that enabled Adelaide to fire that hook over the top, which scrambled his senses. I'm looking forward to seeing a bit more from David Adeleye. I think he is a very good fighter. I don't know whether he's world level. Was he exposed a little bit by Wardley? Possibly. But definitely European level, British European level. I think Adeleye can go that high. For Soloman Dacres, I think English was probably his level. And there's nothing wrong with that. He maximised his talent. He did what he had to do. You can only, when you get in there, it's the loneliest place on earth. And sometimes you might have pretensions to go higher than what your ceiling actually is. And I think Soloman Dacres might have been found out today. But a good fight, good fighters. I like these domestic heavyweight dust-ups. I think they're great fun. This is the latest in a long line, and of course it was on the Queensberry's Magnificent 7 card. What a roster of British fighters Queensberry have got from all weights. I mean, fantastic card. And this was over quickly, but you had a bit of everything on this card, because you had, the very swift knockout that we saw here, but you also had, some good distance fights as well, and lots of different styles. I think Queensberry are absolutely flying when you consider where they were 10 years ago. I mean, the progress is striking, absolutely striking. But leave your comments below. Let me know what you think. Please subscribe to the channel if you're new, and hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, because you're helping out the channel. And yeah, I'm looking forward to reading your comments. Thank you very much, as always, for your time, and bye for now.